do something for the silver ambassadors on our team so that we can motivate them to push for gold. And so that's what this is all about. You guys are the leaders on our team because you are silver ambassadors, and you're already building a team. You already have 3 people that you brought into the business, and you're committed, obviously, because you're here. So we want to equip you to go all the way with Plexus. And so that's what this meeting is about. Hopefully it will be a beneficial training. I want it to be everything that you guys need it to be. I'm going to talk for a little bit, and then Laura has a little something that she's going to share, and I think that Jamie is going to share a little bit with us too, but I want it to be a time for y'all to feel free to engage and ask questions and throw in little tidbits as well. So we're going to get started, and we're going to get started with just the nitty-gritty of how to become a gold ambassador. So this is a really great graphic to take a look at to see practically how to go gold. And so you know the Power of 3. If you've come to any of our opportunity meetings, hopefully you've seen that document. It's so beneficial to see that. But basically, you know that what you want to do is you want to personally sponsor 3 people. And then you want to go in and you want to teach and train your 3 people to sponsor 3 people, and so on and so forth. And so I would guess that there's not one single gold ambassador in Plexus whose team, when they go gold, actually looks like this. Okay, this is just a graphic for you guys to see basically that 21 qualified ambassadors in your levels 1 through 3 will give you, at 5 points each, that's going to give you 105 points. And it takes 100 points to hit gold. So after you hit silver is just about bringing 3 people in with their auto qualification on. But silver and beyond, to promote in Plexus, it's all about points at this point. So you might have, you know that when you dip below level 3 to your level 4, you only have 4 points there. So you might have one really strong leg that has signed, 5 or 6 people, and then one of those legs that goes really deep. But I think generally speaking, you need 20 to 21 people on your team with their auto qualification turned on to hit gold. So my husband, he has 90 points, and he has 37 people on his team. So he has about 11 or 12 people on the team that don't have their auto qualification on. So 37 minus 12 is 25, right? And he has 7 people of those 25 who, after auto quals hit on the 25th, they're still sitting at 0. So they don't have their 100 PV. That could be because they changed their auto qualification date to the 28th, which is tomorrow. So some of them might roll through tomorrow. Or it could be because their credit card is expired. And so the wise thing to do would be to contact those 5 people to say, hey, you're probably expecting your Plexus order this month. Your auto qualification hasn't gone through, so let's check your credit card. And if we need to call customer service, then let's go ahead and call customer service. So on the 29th, I'll look back at those group of people and contact the ones that I need to contact and have them call customer service if they need to. So if that just puts it in perspective too, now he has a very, very, very large number of people on his team that have their auto qualification turned off. Unusually, I did not have 37 people on my team when I hit gold, but that just shows you how really, really important it is. So to keep your auto qual on, and that's my first point. So some practical steps to go gold. You want to teach and train your team to turn their auto qualification on from day 1. And be sure to sign ambassadors with a welcome pack. Okay, number 1, y'all, you really, really want to be upfront with your people about the auto qualification. It was one of the things that confused me the most when I got started. And so I think when I was first signing people, I wasn't really as upfront with them, but then what happened is it would kind of drag out the process a little bit more because they had questions about it. When they get to that page after the welcome pack page, it's that auto qualification page, and they're going to have questions. And so if you're really upfront with someone right away about what that is and what that means for them, then they're more likely to feel comfortable with turning it on. if they do sign and they turn it off, it's not on, because sometimes you guys see if they don't have the Y next to their name for commission qualified, and if it doesn't have an A for ambassador, if it has the ASSC for associate, that means they've joined your team and they don't have their auto qualification turned on. So that happens sometimes even after I do talk to people about auto qual, and what I message them and what I tell them is, hey, this is a way for Plexus to know that you are actually wanting to get paid. That's what this auto qualification thing is. So if they know, like, I'm not gonna get paid if I don't turn this on, that makes a lot more sense than like the actual purpose of the auto qualification, which is kind of what I go into next. So I communicate and I just say something like, Kristen, I'm so excited that you signed as an ambassador. I cannot wait to plug you into everything. I noticed that you signed up without your auto qualification being turned on. I know that this can seem or look intimidating, but it's really not. What this is it's telling the difference between someone who is building their business and wanting to get paid and someone else who's just wanting to be a wholesale buyer and get the products for themselves. So it's a really, really non-threatening way to kind of explain the auto qualification to them. And then as they get, more comfortable, if they have questions, and you can explain, the $100 thing, and it's everywhere on the team page. And of course, we warn people at the 25th, and hopefully you're reaching out to your team at that time too. So if on the 23rd or 24th they don't have their 100 PV, you can reach out to them and say, hey, you don't have your 100 PV, so these are your options. You can go in and place your order, you can let your auto qual roll through, or you can turn it off. So that's just a little tip in some of my experience. Okay, this is a way to grow your points fast. If you know that your team has their auto qualification, I can already go in and count my points for what I'm going to have next month based on all of the greens, all of the new people we've signed this month, the people that have their auto qualification turned on. Now, yes, next month there will be people that will shut off, but it's a good way to gauge that. It's really, really hard when you're signing people up and they don't have that turned on, and then you're having to do so much more communicating on the back end. So, okay, next is to sign people with a welcome pack. That's been my theme of the month this month on our team page. It's so important, y'all, to sign your people up with a welcome pack. First of all, our people that are representing Plexus and selling Plexus have to be a product of the product. They have to be. Also, when you invest in your business, you're a lot more willing to commit to seeing it succeed. And so you want your team members committed to their business from day one. And the small financial investment of $99 plus the $34.95 for their website, or the $199 plus the $34 from their website, that can be huge in securing your team members for the long haul, okay? Because if they're just paying the $34.95, number one, that they're not gonna fall in love with Plexus and be passionate about Plexus because they're not using the products. Number two, they've only invested $35, so it's much easier for them to say, it's not working after 3 posts and they don't have a customer. Right? So get them to invest in the products, get them to invest in their business. Y'all, my $34.95, my $99 welcome pack that I signed up with has paid for itself, I don't even know how many times over, okay? The fact that I was able to start a business for $134 that has rewarded me so hugely is just crazy, crazy to me. Okay, what else was I gonna say about that? Okay, are there exceptions to this rule? Absolutely. Yes, there are exceptions. I would say generally speaking, everyone needs to have their auto call on, everyone needs to sign with the welcome pack. What are some exceptions, do y'all think, to the rule of the auto qualification? Ruth?
One of your customers becomes your ambassador and they've already been on the card.
Okay, good. That I would say would definitely be one of the exceptions, but even then I still really push the welcome pack.
Right.
But that is an exception,
Yeah.
right? Because some people are like, no, I have it stocked up, or they just signed up a week ago maybe, and they aren't even, So if a customer flips, that would be an exception. Again, I still go back and push it because I say, hey, you're going to get decision packs, you're going to get products at a really, really deep discount, so I really want you to purchase this. What would you think another exception to that rule would be? Do y'all know? Can you think of any? Okay, if someone is in a financial situation where they truly cannot afford it, I think you can handle that 2 ways. One, I think you can say, then I want you to save for it. Like, wait, come back to me when you can get your welcome pack, even if that's in a couple months, because you've got to be a product of the product. But I do have one rock star on my team who could not afford the welcome pack, and she went in and bought a 7-day trial so that she could genuinely say, I've used these products, I like these products. She knew she would because a ton of her friends were using Plexus. She got a 7-day trial, was able to communicate, give a testimony, talk about the products, be truthful in her experience, and then in the end, she was able to save, and she did go back and she did purchase her welcome pack. So there are situations sometimes when people just genuinely cannot afford it, and there's ways to work around that with them. So if people say money is an issue, then let's just get you started on a little bit so that you can say and share your experience somewhat. Okay, so a to-do and a takeaway for you guys is to look at your organization, make sure that everyone has their auto qualification turned on. If not, contact them individually, tell them what that means to them, that Plexus is not going to pay them if they don't have their auto qual turned on, and then post your before and after pictures and a testimonial on Facebook, because we want all of our ambassadors to be a product of the product. So as leaders, you guys are leaders and you have a team. So you want your team to look at you and say, Ruth is my sponsor and she's using her products daily and they're working for her. And so that's going to give them the confidence to do the same thing and also duplicate you. So those are 2 little takeaways for y'all.
Had a lot more hits since I did that the other day.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. And I'm going to talk more about that in a second too, but that is huge. Okay, so I'm going to go through some steps. I have 7 steps for you in going gold. So the first one is belief. So here, you guys commit. Are you all in? Do you believe in the industry of network marketing? Do you believe in Plexus and our products? And do you believe in this opportunity? Almost every training that I do starts out with belief. Okay, and y'all are here, so I believe that you are committed. But now, it is your job to build your belief in your team. You've got to get them to believe in all 3 aspects. Number 1, the industry of network marketing. Number 2, Plexus and the products and the opportunity. And it's your job to reach out to your people to help them to see what a huge opportunity this truly is. Now, I hope that I'm building belief for you and your team through our team page and through opportunity meetings and through trainings, but some of y'all have team members that I'm really, really far removed from. And so I can only do so much, but they know you and they trust you. And so you're going to do a better job of building belief in your people than I am going to be able to do probably. Okay, so takeaway for you regarding that is I want you to go back and listen to the Belief, Attitude, and Commitment conference call. If you've already listened to it twice, don't listen to it again. If you haven't listened to it at all, please go do that tonight. Commit to doing that tonight. When you crawl into bed, just get it on. You can click the link from your phone and listen to it as you go to sleep. And then I want you to order your business cards, because if you're committed, then you have business cards and you're ready to share this opportunity at a moment's notice. And I want you to sign up for conference. Unless there is a huge life reason that you cannot go to conference, you guys are your leader to your team. And let me tell you, conference is for sure going to move your business forward. I know some little things that are going to be happening at conference, and I know that the people that attend are going to leave and they're going to be inspired and they're going to be fired up and ready to share. Listen, y'all are already inspired and fired up and ready to share, okay, because you're here, but now your job is to motivate your team to get them to the same place that you are. So work with them, talk to them, invite them individually, and get them to commit to going to conference.
And so, I have a question.
Yes.
So if someone could only come Saturday, they should still come?
I think so. Mm-hmm.
That's what
I think so. I know that last year was Celeste's first year at conference, and she was only there part-time. And she's, if some of y'all don't know, she is like our diamond, above our diamond, upline. Yeah, soon to be probably the first double diamond in the company. And she was only
see that. She just went
diamond, senior
no,
ruby.
she was senior ruby. That's what it was.
Under herself.
Yeah.
So Yeah, so if you can only be there part-time, be there part-time. You don't have to be there for the whole thing. I think it's very affordable. It's $90, and some of us are earning points for convention anyway. And so you might even be able to get that money put back into your May paycheck. Okay, step 2. Know your team equals grow your team. All right, build relationships with your team members. Know if they are the type of person that needs it all right now, or if they are the type that needs little nuggets and pieces of information. I will tell you this, 95% of the people that I personally have sponsored need little nuggets of information. And if you give it all to them up front, you're going to overwhelm them, intimidate them, and maybe even scare them away, depending on what their belief is coming into this business, okay? So you got to know your people. And guess what? I've signed a lot of people that I don't know really well personally, but I can tell right away what type of person they are because I give them their first nugget and it's not enough, right? They're hungry for more. I need to know. Or they're the type of people that before they sign up, they need to know every detail. Like, I see the compensation plan, but I have 27,000 questions about the compensation plan. And I see that we have these products, but I need to know every ingredient to the product. Not very many people are like that, but some people are. And you need to know if someone is not like that, not to overwhelm them out the gate. Okay, so what I personally do is I give them 5 things to start. Everything else, they're going to come to me and have questions, and I can provide them with what they need, or they're going to get it from being on the team page. So the first 5 things that I do with my ambassadors are I add them to the team page, because this is where their belief is going to be built. They're going to see people promoting. They're going to be able to search files, ask questions, etc. I tell them how important it is for them to start posting daily. And y'all have probably heard me say this several times, but they don't have to have their product in their hands and have to have seen results before they can start posting. I didn't. I posted the first day that I signed up to be a Plexus ambassador, and what I did is I invited people on my journey. I invited people to join me. So have them do the same thing. And then when their products get here, have them take a picture of their products. That's what I did. They're here, and I'm so excited. I can't wait, right? People are so curious. They want to know, what is this? Or maybe they've heard about it before. So encourage them to start posting daily right away. That's going to help get you to gold faster. Be a product of the product. I let them know. I make sure that they know how to take their products, that they're taking them correctly. The worst thing would be for you to bring in an ambassador on your team and then them not see results because they're not taking the products correctly. So make sure that they're a product of the product. Tag them in the pin post on our Facebook page so that they know how to get their questions answered. So by that, when you go to our team page on your computer, you see that post with the 25 tips and then that video that is, help, I have a Plexus question, right? Tag them on that. Because if they're on their phone, they can't see that pin post unless they click pin post. But that post has a ton of really helpful information, and trust me, it's going to make your life so much easier as a leader if they've watched that video and they know how to go about getting their questions answered. And then send them the 6 emails or however many you have. Your upline might have tweaked what I sent them a little bit, but I still send my team members 6 emails to help them get started. So it's like the Plexus information email, the new ambassador resources and documents, preferred customer, etc., etc. So I send those to them. And even when I send this to them, I've already communicated with them, hey, I'm about to overwhelm your inbox with emails. Do not let this intimidate you or overwhelm you. I'm just doing this so you don't have to reinvent the wheel and start over from scratch. Because this can be intimidating and I don't want to scare them away. So I don't just do that with no communication. I let them know, hey, it's coming. So you've got to know your team, and that's going to help you grow your team. And like I said, nuggets are usually best, and these are the nuggets that I start out with. Okay, step 3. Oh, Kristen.
So the team page.
Yes.
But then what other pages do compliance? feel like it starts, I had some people that I think just, I didn't know, literally we just signed them as an ambassador because of a friend, which they're hard to get a hold of, right?
Right.
But she removed herself from things because she like hated getting bombarded by all these notifications,
Yeah.
which I get. But like, so team page in compliance?
Okay.
Well, I mean, what? I
Right.
don't know.
So I think we have to be really careful with that. I add people to our team page, and I add people to the Plexus Slim testimonial page. Like, if you've ever breathed the word Plexus to me, I'm adding you to that page. If you're growing your business, and I can see that you're working your business, then yes, add to the compliance page. I don't ever get notifications from the compliance page. I think they only post once weekly. And then of course there are like the compliance approved graphics pages that you could add them to, but don't just add someone who, like, wait and see if they're growing and building, because yes, like all of a sudden they're in like 7 groups. That would be overwhelming and intimidating, and then they're getting notifications and their Facebook's all of a sudden exploding. I mean, I ease them on in. I just added everyone to compliance, I think, not too long ago, and asked them to add their level 1s. But I also feel like it's all stuff that we can find, in our resources too. But it's good to be a part of those pages for sure. Good? Y'all, what do y'all think? That's what's worked for me. But I don't know your people. If they're the type of person that wants it all right away, then start putting them in every page.
Well, and I guess,
but
I think it's, because one thing I found is that it's like, so I've been able to ask you, like, there's pages for everything, right?
Right.
But I would be a little, I don't want to be added to stuff really without my knowledge for the most part,
Right.
but to let them know, there are tons of other pages. So if you have a
Yes.
specific question, I can find a way to get you there.
right, like, so don't add people to the X Factor testimonial page and the Probio 5 testimonial page and the body cream, right? But maybe just to give them the
That's it.
heads up, like they are there if you need access to them. Yes, I love that. Okay, step 3. People work harder for praises than raises. This is so true. Y'all, nothing feels better than getting that acknowledgement privately and publicly. Like, this goes for us in our relationship with our husband. Our children need this from us. If you work a job outside of Plexus, that your boss looking at you and saying, I'm so proud of you, or that was excellent, that presentation, or whatever. This is a huge part, I believe, of what helped me go gold. So look for opportunities to build your team members' excitement and self-esteem. So give them shout outs on the team page. Now, I don't want, our whole team page shouldn't be shout outs. If everyone was congratulating someone for getting their first customer, right, then that's all it would be. But that's a good thing to do every once in a while. Or if you feel like, because you're going to want to know your team, that someone really needs that, then shout out, give them a shout out. Give them small gifts when they promote. It doesn't have to be anything huge. When my people go silver, I give them one of the Plexus keychains from the Plexus website. When they go gold, I decided I was going to give them a name tag. Give them a handwritten note if that's all it is, and just something to acknowledge them. Private message them with congratulations. You say, hey, I saw that you hit 500 PV. I'm so proud of you. You're doing great. You're in the 25% commission club. Really look for every opportunity. Can you ever get enough praise? You can never get enough praise. So look for opportunities to connect with your people and to congratulate them, because that's going to want to keep them, that keeps them motivated. And you want to keep your team motivated. Okay, number 4, set goals and help your team set their goals. All right. At the beginning of the month, reach out to your team members. Now, this is something practical for y'all because you're silver, right? This is not as practical for me because I have a bigger organization. So a lot of this stuff, you want to take your level 1s and teach and train your people to do the same thing, right? So that you're doing this with your level 1s. But at the beginning of the month, reach out to your team to see what their goals are, because then you're going to know how to best serve them and how to best help them get there. Because listen, you don't want to be like praising Rachel, right? And I am tagging you in things, and I'm praising you, and I'm giving you all this information, right? And her only goal is to get the products at wholesale cost. That's going to be really, awkward for her probably. But if her goal is to be a diamond ambassador with Plexus, then you need to know that so that you can best help her. So reach out to your team and help identify what their goals are. If they are wanting to work Plexus, then a good goal for their first month or their first couple months is for them to hit the 500 PV. Because when you hit that 500 PV, then their paycheck's going to be pretty decent. Their paycheck is probably going to pay for either their own products or probably their initial investment, right? And when you help someone make back the money that they put in, okay, that's when they start their eyes open and they see this is a real opportunity. But there's always this little bit of like tension and this little bit of stress before that because they're wanting to know, am I going to make any money off of this, right? So help them to have a pretty decent, good first paycheck, and helping them get to 500 PV will help them do that. Okay, encourage your people to go silver their first month. Every month, your personal goal should be to go silver again and again and again and again and again and again and again every single month. And by that, I mean every month you should be looking at bringing 3 new people, 3 new level 1s onto your team. You want to be the strongest person on your team because your team is going to follow your lead. So always be adding to your level 1s. The wider you go in this company with this business, the stronger your team is going to be.
Because realistically, you could be gold with just your own ambassadors. I mean, that's
You could be gold with your own ambassadors. Absolutely, yes. You could have 21 people, 21 level 1s direct to you, and and the following month go gold. Absolutely. So talk to them about hitting their 500 PV and talk to them about bringing 3 people into this business. Then y'all are going to really feel the blessing and the power of that document, the power of 3, right? And how huge that is for you financially. So how do you get your people to go to get silver? How did you go silver, right? What did you do? You probably posted on Facebook, right? So you're going to want to encourage them to duplicate you. Maybe you are excellent at talking to people face to face. You can help give them some verbiage. And one thing that I did not do at the beginning that I'm starting to do now with my team is straight out ask them, who are 3 people that you have influence over that you could invite into this business? It took me a long time before I posted about the business opportunity on my Facebook page. Maybe a month, maybe 2. It took me a long time. I was just sharing the products, and people were kind of naturally coming to me like, how do I be a representative? Or maybe people that had been involved in network marketing before saw how much interest I was getting, so they thought, I need to be doing what she's doing. But asking them right away, like, you're starting this business, if your goal is to be diamond and go all the way, and your goal is to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, then let's get you going. Let's get you to silver. Who are 3 people that you could reach out to and say, wow, look at this opportunity with me? And then teach your team to follow up with their current customers, because happy customers equals new ambassadors. So you've got to teach your people, and you guys have to be really good about following up with your people. Kathy was a customer of mine before she was an ambassador. She's an ambassador under her daughter, Laura. I mean, we were talking all the time. I was helping her tweak her product usage, answering her questions. It is key. Know your customers though, right? Just like know your ambassadors. Some of my customers don't want to talk to me all the time. They don't want my help, right? So know your people, but make sure that they know that you are available for them. Okay. Step 5, reach down deep. This is huge, and I don't think I've trained on this before. So this is new, just for my silver ambassadors here today. Reach down deep. Unless you have a rock star, someone that comes in that knows the information, that is building a team, that is really, really independent, then you have got to treat everybody on your team as your level 1. Okay? Especially if you have someone who, say I signed up August 5th, and let's say Kobe signed up August 18th, right? She's as new as I am, and then she signs up Kathy on August 25th. So they're new together, right? If you have signed someone that's new and then they sign someone that's new, don't assume that Kobe is going to be able to teach and train Kathy, because it's probably not going to happen. So I'm telling you, like, Laura is one of my rock stars, and I probably stepped on her toes a little bit in the beginning because I didn't know that she was my rock star in the beginning, right? But I was checking up. If Laura signed an ambassador, I was making sure that ambassador was added to our team page. I was making sure her ambassador was added to the Plexus Slim testimonial page. I was messaging Laura going, hey Laura, did you send them their emails, right? Yeah, I've got it, you know. But then I saw, like, okay, she's doing this consistently, she's duplicating me, but I have plenty of other people that I've brought into my business that have signed ambassadors, and they were not duplicating me. And so I'm reaching through them, right? Because some of your level ones are brought to you for the sole purpose of connecting you to someone else. Okay, your level one might not help you build your business in any other way other than they sign this one person that is committed and sees it. Don't lose that person because you're not reaching down deep. I can't do that anymore. I cannot reach down deep anymore because it's so big, right? I'm deep. I'm really deep. I'm 8 levels deep right now, and I can't do that. But let me tell you, when I was a silver, gold, senior gold ambassador, I was doing that for sure. And if I had someone that was like a stranger, maybe, Kristen is my level 3, then what I would do is I would check to make sure she was on the team pages, check to make sure that she was on the Plexus Slim testimonial page, and I would private message her, and I would say, hey Kristen, I'm your upline, I just wanted to introduce myself and welcome you to the team, and I want you to know that I'm here if you need anything. So it's just a way to it feels good to be welcomed anyway. Nobody in my upline welcomed me. I didn't necessarily expect them to, but if they would have, that would have made me feel like, wow, I'm really a part of something, and I really am. She personally welcomed me. Okay, make sure that they're tagged on the pin post that I mentioned earlier as well. And then, and send them a friend request. I'm probably not friends with some of you guys in this room anymore. But in the beginning, when I was going gold, I was friending everybody on my team. I wanted to see, are they posting? Are they getting started off the right way? So don't be afraid to reach down deep. Now, the exception to this is if you find someone that is super independent and that is a go-getter and they've got it right from the start, don't step on their toes because you know they have it under control. So, but in the beginning, I did that a lot. Okay, step 6. Promote. So you, as a leader in your business, you are like an event promoter. There's a better word for that. I don't know what it is, but I am constantly sharing info about conference calls, reaching out to people one-on-one, inviting people to things, like creating this excitement and commotion around events, selling things, right? Like it's not selling objects, not selling Plexus, but like selling the events that we have going on. So the conference calls, we have the weekly ambassador calls on Tuesdays right now. Y'all, you want your team on these calls. You really do. Because they're committed if they're on the calls, and you want your team committed. And then the Wednesday night Plexus calls, those are great as well because they run through the product knowledge in about 3 minutes, every product we have. It's like the nitty-gritty of the products, and that's so great to build your knowledge at the beginning. They're hearing 2 health testimonials, so you're hearing people's whose lives have been changed by Plexus on these calls. And then you're also hearing a business testimonial. So these are great for your new ambassadors to get them plugged into these to help them build their belief. Of course, the purpose of them is for you guys to use as a tool to invite people to listen in that are potential ambassadors, okay? So that's, if y'all aren't inviting people to the Wednesday calls, I didn't even listen to a Wednesday night call probably for the first 2 months I was working Plexus. I listened in and I thought, I have really been missing out on these because they're great. They're about 15 minutes and they are so, so good. The events. So our monthly opportunity meetings, again, the reason that we have the monthly opportunity meetings is for you. So as a leader, I don't know Crystal's people. So if I reach out to her team, it doesn't mean as much as you going out and saying, hey, we're having our monthly opportunity meeting. I'm going to be there. I want you to be there too. The trainings that we do, and then, of course, conference. I'm not going to ask y'all to raise your hand and tell me if you're registered for conference or not. I really want to, but I'm not going to. But I hope if you are in this room and if you are committed, that you are going to conference and you're creating a commotion and excitement around conference, right? And you're getting your people to conference with you. You want to make it your goal to fill your hotel room with your team and watch and see. And I know that that'll be huge and help you grow your business. And then promote the contests. So I have a contest going on right now. I know that Laura's team probably has a contest going on right now. Tag your people in the contest. Get them excited about it. How are you doing? Have you been entered into Melissa's contest yet? She's giving away $150. I can't believe it. That's huge. I can grow your paycheck in a big, big way if you win this contest. But get excited yourself about them, but then get your people really excited about them too, and check in on them and ask them how they're doing. Okay, step 7. ACTIVITY. No, I was not a cheerleader. Equals activity. So your team is going to duplicate you and what you do. You are a silver ambassador. Again, you are a leader. You owe it to your team to walk the walk. You owe it to them. It's your responsibility to teach and train them. The best way that you can teach and train them is not by tagging them in 50 posts and adding them to 50 Facebook pages, okay? The best way that you can teach and train them is to set the example for them and show them what it takes to be successful at this business. They're going to duplicate you. So in the beginning, when my team started growing, I was posting every day on Facebook, probably more than once. Did I need to? At the beginning, yes, right? The reason that I was doing it, because I knew, every one of my Facebook friends knew, after a month of posting twice about Facebook daily, they know that I duplex this. But I kept doing it anyway, not so much because I was trying to get customers or because I was trying to build my team, which I'm always trying to do, but the main reason eventually is so that you can model to your team how they can be successful. So you've got to post daily in the beginning, and quality matters. Just don't share posts. Don't do it. Copy and paste. Share every once in a while. Change them up. Don't post the same things over and over again. Focus on the quality of your posting. Keep growing your level 1s. Like I said, your goal every single month should be to go silver again. Add 3. That should be your goal. Challenge yourself. Add 5. Really challenge yourself. Add 10. I want you to be the strongest person on your team, especially when you're starting out. Your team can't feel like, okay, she signed me, but she's not doing anything else, right? You want them to see you working your business, and you want your team to see you in activity, because then they're going to duplicate that. Man, she just got her 3rd ambassador this month. I've only gotten 1, right? Like, if she can do 3, I can do 3. So make sure that you're continuing to grow your business and build your level 1s. Okay, attach yourself to your 3, right? So you're silver, so you have 3 people on your team. Attach yourself to them. Help them get to silver. Help them do what it takes to get to silver. But then, as you're doing that, right, go find your next 3. Okay, so that when they go silver, you already have your next 3. You're attaching yourself to them. You're helping them go silver. At the same time, you're finding your next 3, and so on and so forth. Do these numbers always work out? No. Sometimes you have 1, sometimes you have 7, right? But you get the idea. Okay, don't prejudge. Treat everybody on your team like a future diamond. And I'm guilty of this. There are people that have been brought onto my team, and I thought, rock star. Really? Oh, I'm so excited. Yep. She's an ambassador, and it's going to be big, right? I'm like, it's going to be huge. She's going to be so amazing. Get ready. It's going to explode. Just wait. Longer. Wait. 3 weeks later. Keep waiting. Wait. It's coming. She's going to be a rock star. 2 months later. Girl's going to be a rock star. I know it, right? 3rd month. Auto-qual off. What happened? Okay. Same thing on the flip side of that, which I feel even worse about. nobody's gonna listen to her. Like, she joins your team, right? I just don't see it. I don't know that anyone's gonna hear it from her or receive it well from her. Next thing you know, she's silver in 2 weeks, right? So just don't prejudge anyone. Do not do that. Don't fall into that. Everybody, this is an equal opportunity. It does not matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what your education is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter any of that. Anyone can do this business. Don't prejudge anyone, and that's so, so huge. Okay, not done yet. Contest time. I want to equip you. I want to help you today. I want to give you something very tangible and practical to take with you so that you can do this, so that y'all can be gold. Because this is, I don't know where you are. If you are here and you only have 3 people on your team and you're silver, then realistically speaking, what's going to happen is you're going to have to spend May probably building so that you can go so that you can go gold in June. That's usually how it happens. You need like a build month between silver and gold. So I'm going to give you a practical way that you can build. Now, some of you have 16 people on your team. And so you might be able to work it. Like, you might be able to make this happen so that you can go gold in May. All right? But I want to be able to help you with wherever you are so that you can practically do this. So make sure, again, your team knows about your upline challenges, but if you're pushing for gold, then it's time for you to do your own challenge. I was doing challenges almost immediately. Whenever I got a handful of people on my team, I wanted to motivate them. I wanted so desperately for them to be successful. Nothing, no paycheck, nothing feels as good as creating that little graphic that says, congratulations, Laura went senior gold. That is the best feeling, is when the people that you brought into this business, it becomes a reality for them. That is the best feeling. So I want you guys to get ready to do your own contest for your team. It motivates them. It gives your people very, very practical steps on what they need to do to grow, and it's going to get you to gold. All right, so are you ready? I have your contest for you. Of course, I've put this contest together for you, but take it. I don't have it physically to hand out to you. I will email it to you, and then take it and tweak it. It does not have to be this exactly. Make it your own, but I think it's pretty good. So, I mean, y'all can do whatever. So, all right, let's look. I have it here. No. There it is. Okay. Team challenge. I'm sorry if y'all can't see this, but okay. So team challenge. This challenge begins on blank and runs through blank. So you can start it tomorrow. You can start it May 1st and have it go through the 31st. It can be a 15-day challenge. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to send you this document. It's going to be a Word document. You can tweak it and make it your own. But this is for your team. If you have 3, if you have 20. The prize for this contest is blank. You get to choose. You choose what you want to award your team for doing this contest. Now, if you have a small team, then having them complete this contest, you might say, if you complete this, you get the prize. It could be $25. It could be a Plexus t-shirt, Plexus water bottle. What I found motivates people the best, clearly, what do all my contests give? Money. That's what in my experience, that's what motivates people. Or you can say, complete this contest and then I'll do a drawing. So do you want everyone to get $25 or do you want the potential of them getting $100? Small investment for huge growth to set yourself up for going gold. Remember, if you go gold, your bonus is $250 and your team is rocking. Things spiral after gold. Okay, so here's the challenge. Number 1, order your business cards. And I give them a little tip on ordering business cards. In here I put our Emerald upline. Melissa Eickenhorst is having a team challenge in May that requires you to have your business cards. Don't miss out on the opportunity to miss out on that contest too, because you're giving them information and you're creating commotion around my contest as well, right? If they have it, check. If they already have their business cards, then they get to check it off. All right, next, listen to belief, attitude, and commitment. I cannot imagine hearing that call and then going, I don't know if I'm in. Listen to the call.
Is that call on the team page or is that in the back office?
It's on the team page, in the files. There's a file with conference calls, and I have about 4 or 5. And when I hear a really good one, I'll add it to that list. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it tonight. All right, after they listen, you want them to list 3 takeaways. What are 3 really good things that you heard from the call? All right, next, back office. You want them to log into their back office to make sure they're active. You want them to have their auto qualification turned on. And then by the end of the month, and this depends on how long you run the contest, right? So if you're going to do it May 1st through 15th, you're going to have to tweak this. But if you're doing it for the whole month of May, then by the end of the month, what you're telling them is to get this check mark, you need to have $100 volume. What does that $100 volume equal for you?
5 points.
5 points. Ruth knows, okay? So if it's their start month, they need 100 points, 100 PV over their welcome pack. If it's not their start month, you want them to have a Y next to their commission qualified, because that means that they've done their $100, which means that you have your points, which is gonna help you get to gold. Okay, volume goals. You want them to set their goals. They don't have to meet their goals to win the contest. But you want them to set their goals, and you want them to do this every month at the beginning of the month. At the beginning of the month, I always put something about goal setting on our team page. So you want them to set a good, great, and awesome volume goal. Their good goal being $100 PV. Their great goal being 500 PV, and their awesome goal being whatever they want their awesome goal to be. But get your people setting their goals, and y'all set your goals at the beginning of every month. Set your goals. Teach and train your team to do the same thing, but teach them how. They don't know. If you don't tell them, a really good goal is to hit your 500 PV so that you can get your 25% commission. You have to teach them that. Okay, next. Facebook. You're going to challenge them. I did this if you were doing this contest for a month, like May 1st to May 31st. You're going to challenge your people to post on Facebook 25 out of the 31 days. Some people are going to be like, shoot, they're going to post 3 times a day, right? Some people, this is going to make them have an anxiety attack, the thought of doing that. It's going to scare them to death, right? First post is always the hardest, though. If they can get past the first post, they're going to be fine. It's a challenge. Challenges aren't meant to be easy. It's a challenge. Okay, and then I give them a little tidbit. Change it up a little bit. Feel free to change, or I'm teaching them. Change up your postings. Testimonials, financial, etc. All right, be a product of the product and share with the world. So you're asking them to commit to using their products every day, and then you're asking them at some point during the month to post a personal testimony or a personal before and after. The sooner that you can get your people on your team to post a before and after, the sooner their business will move. It is so scary. Never did I think I would post a picture of the scale on the internet for the world to see. Boy, I did that. Could not even keep up with my notifications, okay? If they don't want to post a picture of the scale, or if they don't want to post a physical picture, there was one that I posted of new clothes that I had bought that was a smaller size, and I took a picture of the tags and what size they were. My phone, same thing, exploded. So be creative. Help them figure out a way to share. It might just be words. It might not be a picture. It might be I have so much more energy, I'm sleeping. But the sooner you can get your people to start sharing their personal testimonies, the sooner their businesses are going to move and groove, which means you're going to get to gold faster. Okay, you're going to have them follow up with every single person that has either inquired or already purchased from them. If it's an inquiry, then they are going to probably private message them on Facebook. Hey, I just want to make sure you got my email that I sent you about the Plexus information. Cannot wait to get you started on your products. Let me know if you have any questions. If it is a customer that has purchased from them, then you're going to have them, and if it's been a little while since they've had their products, they're going to send the Plexus check-in email. If it's a customer that ordered from them, like say May 7th, right, and we're in the contest and they have to follow up with everyone, then they need to follow up probably via private message. So I don't send someone a check-in email till they've been my customer for about a month. But I am following up with them via text or via private message along the way. Okay, you're going to challenge them to grow their audience. So you want their goal to be to add 10 new Facebook friends from May 1st to 31st, or tweak this if you're going to do your contest for a different time period. Grow your audience. Add 50 new Facebook friends, okay? But a minimum, add 10. This works. Because the people that you're adding haven't watched you post for the past 27 days about Facebook. They're just seeing your first Facebook post for the very first time, right? It works.
Facebook also helps you with that.
Yes, they do.
Well, you may know.
Exactly. They really do. They make it super
Somebody's
easy.
become my friend.
Right? You don't have to like bust out with your high school yearbook and be like, who am I going to add? Facebook does help you. Okay, you want them to go for no's. You want them to go for 10 no's before the end of the month. This is hard. This is harder than you think because people love Plexus and people want Plexus and people love this opportunity and they want to be a part of this opportunity. So if you're helping your people get no's, then they're really working it. They're really working it. So what do I mean by that? How do you do that? How do you get no's? Contact people that have commented or liked a Facebook post. I even put the verbiage in here. Hey, I saw you like my Plexus post on Facebook. Are you interested in me sending you some info? Nope, I was just supporting you. Yes, I got a no. Yeah, it's not so like, oh my gosh, I got a no. You know, it's not so heartbreaking if you're trying to get no's, right? So they can add a name to the list. Invite people to listen to the Wednesday opportunity call. The call covers everything that I already shared. It's super, super short. Invite them to listen to that. No, I'm not interested. Okay, it's not going to like break them. They get to name and add to the list and potentially win something. Contact your close friends and family to share your excitement. So I did not do this. I did not send everyone I knew like an email about what I was doing when I started. I just put it on Facebook. But I sure wish that, you know, my aunt that signed several months later, I would have gone to her in the beginning and said, hey, I'm super excited about this. Will you take a look at this with me? Just contact people one-on-one and follow up with people that have already shown interest. This month, I signed an ambassador. I have a list of my follow-up people. The person at the top, you know, they're the oldest one because I just add them, keep adding people. She signed as an ambassador. The person that has been sitting on my list since August signed as an ambassador this month. And she was one of the people that came to our opportunity meeting. So go back to people. A no is not a no. A no is a not now. At least that's the mentality you have to have as you work your business. And then you're going to have them list out their no's below. What's going to happen if they get 10 no's?
They're going to get a yes.
They probably got several yeses. So they're gaining customers and they're gaining ambassadors. They're growing their business. And that's what this is all about, is helping your team grow their business. Okay, you're going to challenge them to shoot for silver. So if they are a current ambassador, you want them to be silver by the end of May, right? If they do, I tell them they receive a $100 bonus from Plexus and their business is going to start to boom. If they're already silver, if you have someone that's already silver on your team, but they're under you, right? You still want this challenge to be for them. Then you want their goal to be to look in their organization and help someone on their team go silver. Okay? So I put, if you're already a silver ambassador, look at your level ones and identify one person that you are going to help achieve silver before the end of the month. I put, you don't have to become silver to complete this challenge. You just have to go for it. Tweak that if you want, okay? But mine is like, you don't have to hit the volume, just set the volume goals. You don't have to hit silver, just go for silver. I want this to be super encouraging. Okay, bonus challenge. Da-da-da-da. Did y'all see it already? Anyone guess what it is?
Money.
No. Come on. Sign up for conference in May.
Ah, yes.
If you sign up, you will receive a special reward from me. Put what that is. If you sign up for conference, this is what you're gonna get. If you sign up for conference, you get 2 entries into the drawing, maybe, right? So you're gonna offer $100, and if they do all of this, they get 1 entry. But if they sign up for convention, you're gonna throw their name in there twice. Okay? Get your people to convention. Is Plexus paying me to promote convention? No, they're not. I get nothing for getting all of you to go to convention, other than the fact that I know that it's going to be a huge way for you guys to go to gain knowledge, to grow in your belief, to connect as a team, to fellowship with one another. Get a room. Can you, my silver ambassadors, go home, book a room tonight, and say, I'm going to fill my room. I will fill my room. And find 3 people to fill your room before convention. I have no idea when it's going to close either. So, move on it. That's the challenge. So if you want this challenge, then I'm going to have to gather your email addresses, and I know that my sweet friend Kobe is going to let you, can we pass around your notebook, and will y'all write your email addresses down for me? Do you mind? Thank you, because I came without a notepad and a pen. Do y'all have any questions about my part of the training? Any questions? Kara?
Earlier when you said that you could become gold under yourself, I thought you had to have 15 points outside your primary leg. So is that still true?
Well, yeah. I mean,
You're your own primary leg.
right. You are not your own primary leg, so you could totally go gold just for
Okay.
your level.
I didn't know if that would kind of X out.
Yeah. No, that's a great question.
And I know somebody that's very close to becoming an ambassador, but if he purchases his welcome packs now, that's not gonna help him.
No.
He's gonna have to place an order or get a new
Correct.
customer.
That's correct.
Because he's like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good question. Do y'all
I
have
don't
any?
have any question, I have just stretching.
Okay, Laura. I talk way too long.
It's okay. I'm not gonna talk all
But
night.
y'all are like soaking this up, right?
Yes.
Okay. I hope.
It's good news to me, because I don't like to talk. I know Melissa. Good job, Melissa. I'm just gonna talk to you guys a little bit about how I became gold and what's helped me. It's nothing like crazy, inspirational or anything. Well, I guess it kind of is. The first thing that I really want you guys to know is to be thankful. Guys, I wake up every morning and I'm so thankful for my team. I'm so thankful for people like Jamie that's been under me, my level 1, and my mom. And I'm thankful to God because He has put this in my life. He has put these people in my life for a reason, this business and these products. And so I just want you guys to just every morning wake up and just be thankful because it changes your attitude. It really does. It changes your attitude through the whole day about your business and about your customers, about these products. So just wake up every morning and be thankful. And I kind of learned this at church this morning, and he gave us a really awesome verse to remember by. If you guys want to write this verse down, it's Psalm 28:7. And Psalm 28:7 says, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in Him, and He helps me. My heart leaps for joy, and with my song I praise Him." So just be thankful every morning and every night, even when you go to bed. Just give thanks because that has really helped me. I could not have done it without Him. I give Him all the glory. So that's my first thing. My next thing is, yes, amen. My next thing is believe. Melissa covered this, and I love the believe, and I listened to it twice, so I don't have to listen to it, but I will. I'll listen to it. I love listening to it because you have to believe in the product, but guys, to believe in the product, you have to believe in yourself. So believe in yourself that you can do this. I know for a fact, I wanted to have this meeting with you guys because I know for a fact every single one of you in here can get to gold. If you believe in yourself and you believe in these products, I know for a fact you can do it. So just believe in yourself. Believe that you can go gold. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm going to go gold this month. I think I'm going to." I'm going to use myself as an example, okay? Because I am 22 points away from Ruby. 22 points. But guess what? I know I'm going to do it. I believe I'm going to do it. I'm thankful that I am senior gold, but I believe I'm going to be Ruby by the end of this month, okay? So believe in yourself, believe that you're going to get to gold, and if you believe, you can achieve. I so firmly believe that, and that's in everything in life, but believe in yourself with this business. The third thing, I'm not going to talk much, but this is my third thing. I just have 3. There's 3 B's. Be thankful, believe, and my last one is build. Melissa covered this in hers, but don't stop at 3, because if I would have stopped at 3 people, I would not be senior gold. My first 2 people were the rock stars, Tanya and my sister Kara, who's not here today. But if I would have stopped at 3, I would not be here because my third person has turned their auto qualification off. She's not working anymore. So I had to continue my business. I had to continue growing because if I would have stopped, I might just be gold right now. I might not be 22 points away from Ruby. So don't stop at 3. Keep building wide. building your team wide. And this is an amazing book. If you guys want to go get this book, I got it at Barnes & Noble. It's called Your First Year in Network Marketing, and I just got it today because of this meeting, but I have already read like 39 pages of it because it is so intriguing, because it really will help your business. But I wanted to read you guys an example of not stopping at 3 and not stopping your business. So this guy's name is Mike. It says, Mike, once the best recruiter in the whole group, had secretly slipped into a management mode. His group was sizable, and he felt it was time to devote his energy to overseeing the recruitment activities. So basically what he did is he stopped growing his business, and he started babysitting his people. Well, guys, if you are duplicating your business, you aren't going to have to babysit your team. Yeah, you're going to answer questions for them, but you're not going to have to babysit them and go over everything. If you're sitting in those emails and duplicating the business, you won't have to do that. So that's my point in this. And then it says, because of his strong personality, no one felt that he could do anything as well as he did it. With Mike so readily available, his organization leaned on him for everything: presentations, hand-holding, sessions, closings, sizzle sessions, product clinics, and pep talks on the phone. Depressed and discouraged, Mike phoned Gary, who suggested that he talk to Renee. The phone call went something like this. Mike, you sound down. What's the problem? Renee was concerned. I don't know. It just isn't working anymore. I'm absolutely fed up with babysitting my group. Isn't there anyone out there who can just do it on their own? Mike, you are the best recruiter in the business. How many people have you sponsored this month? There was a hesitation before he answered. I'm too busy babysitting, and no matter how hard I work, my group isn't growing anymore. I don't get it. And it says here, you know the saying, the new blood is the lifeblood of this business. Stop recruiting and your organization dies a slow death. You want it to come alive. Go back to what works and what you do best and recruit. So don't stop growing. It's kind of like Melissa said, continue to be duplicatable, but don't stop growing your business. Keep growing, keep getting wide, because if you stop and are babysitting, then your ambassadors will just fall dead. So that was my point in that story. And last but not least, I thought this was really cool from the book too. Remember the SW rule. You know, I want to write this down. It's kind of cool. The SW rule. Some will, some won't. So what? Because someone is always waiting. So the point to that is, some people are going to work this business. Okay, some people that you recruit on are going to work this business and they're going to be your rock stars and going to be really good. Some people aren't, y'all. Mm-hmm. Right now I have 32 people that turn their auto qualification on total out of 189 ambassadors. So some people just aren't going to get it. Some people aren't going to do it. And then so what? Honestly, because someone is always waiting for this business. So don't stop your recruiting. That's my main thing. Do not stop building your business, because there are people out there that want this. There are people out there that want this business and want to succeed and want what you have. So don't stop doing it. I know that if you don't stop, you guys are going to go gold quick, because you can't stop growing. And like Melissa said, you can go gold with 21 level 1s. You know, it's possible. You can do it. So that's it. That's my time.
Yay.
You can do it. Go gold.
Okay, I want to jump on that because that was so good. Thank you.
Okay.
She's my level 1, right? So she's hosting her own meetings, her own opportunity meetings. That's what duplication is. I love. What is the quote where I would rather be paid 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own, right? That's the power of duplication. But to piggyback on that, if I would have stopped at 3 and thought, I have it, right? I've seen the power of 3 document, I've got it, I would not be silver even, because 2 of my 3 turn off their auto qualification. Now, I don't say that to discourage you, I say that to encourage you to continue to build. And then also, match your people's efforts. So when you do start going wide, and I love this saying too, and I think I say it on that belief, attitude, and commitment call, or one of the conference calls that I have, that it's easier to give birth than to raise the dead. So it is easier to go out there and find someone that's waiting than it is to take that some won't person that Laura just talked about and try and shape them and wait for them like you're waiting. But if only they would work, then I would go gold. I mean, don't do that, because some are waiting. So don't try to breathe life into people that just are not going to do this. go out and find someone that will and watch your business grow. So that was awesome. Thank you. Jamie?
You covered everything.
Okay.
The main thing that I was going to talk about was the goal setting and just writing your goals down, not just keeping it in your head, because it's not going to stay in your head. If you have it in front of your face, you always have that to look at. And if you're having a bad day and you go and sit down at your desk and you see your goals there, your light's going to come back on and you're going to be encouraged by yourself.
I love it. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to close with just letting y'all know how thankful I am for you. So thank you for inspiring me to be. I am always so grateful for this opportunity, but I'm especially thankful today for you guys for taking time out to be here, for being committed to this business. I'm so thankful for each one of you. I love walking this, I call it the crazy Plexus journey with you guys. So if y'all have individual questions, then me and Laura and Jamie are here, and we want to get all of your questions answered before y'all leave too. So thank y'all for coming. And who has Kobe's notebook for emails? Okay, perfect.